And then as if that was not enough invention, he went ahead before the end of the week, he catches a falling rocket booster.
Another thing that we also have to understand about technology is that it's something that for it to be tested, for a prototype to be written or to be given out to the people, it's something that has taken at least 30 years.
And most of this, it can take the work of a human, most of this medical system. So it means like our human input or labor won't be needed. Like if AI can be able to put in, we used to use record tools.
Welcome to WeTalk podcast, where we talk about everything, everywhere, all at once. I'm your host, Wilberforce Edward, and first of all, my co-host introduce themselves.
Brimstone Tundo is my name.
Felix Oyo Woniagwasi is my name.
Okay. So, speaking of everything, Elon Musk. Okay, so with this guy, he has the greatest brain in the universe. I mean, he currently runs 7 companies, right? And well, he coins SpaceX to be a startup company, but we all know, I mean, it's SpaceX. It's very far from startup, right? And then there's Tesla. He's currently calling it a AI company, but it's an automobile company, right? So Elon had one hell of a week in October. There's this week where he introduced not only the cybercar, or some people calling it the robocar, but the robovan, which he tried to coin it the robovan, and then the Optimus robots, which were perfect. The Optimus robots, these robots that they'll be household helpers, and zile zenye zitakuwa ndani ya nyumba unacheki. And then as if that was not enough invention, he went ahead before the end of the week, he catches a falling rocket booster. You see, this is the first thing this thing happened, and it was so epic. So wow, I mean, it's a thing he's been trying, but blah blah blah, but he managed it. Imagine the amount of time, the science needed for one to do that. It's epic, it's hilarious. So this guy is out here doing everything. So the irony is, on the week of launching, like here we can launched the Tesla Robovan and the cybercar, he said that, well, they'll be out, let's say in 2026, or not 2027, right? They'll sit in 2026 or 2027. While he was doing this, the stock of Tesla fell by a whopping 9%. So imagine you're the investor, right? Like, the CEO of the company, you're couple India and someone like, well, we've got these perfect things to kind of like a robovan, we have a cybercar, we've got this Optimus, whatever, and then the stock's in a fall and 9%. How do you get this reaction at these investors? I mean, that's the future.
I think he's someone who is taking advantage of an opportunity. While people are still sleeping, he has found out how to jump onto opportunities. Okay. For instance,
okay, umekutana na msetu nje tu kawaida, alafu anasema ati umemaliza like you're not aware of what this is, ndio, alafu anakwambia ati well, see, we go and browse the web and we part. Imagine tu ni msetu hapo, a normal Kenya, a normal person, like anakwambia like how ko aware of this, alafu anasema like, but see, when you browse the web, I mean, browse the web.
It's a 2000.
Lakini unaweza count the number of people wamesema Google. Go and Google it. And we Google. I mean, it's a household term. Sindio? Like, kila msee anatambua Google is. Sindio? What Google is, like what Googling is. Sindio? So, AI. I mean, AI ina disrupt these web companies. No. So imagine a world inakaa mtu mlebore jafika, a world yenye it will be normal kusema siulize AI. I mean, kama ni university student unatambauliza ChatGPT. Hiyo ndio like the most common phrase baada ya kupewa assignment. like sikuza hata like watu waliacha like mtumia reports nanga tu uliza ChatGPT, ndio. So chat imagine a world for so AI just normal people. You didn't zakakuaje?
AI is just normal.
Yeah, like the Google leak.
things will, kuna vile tu vitu zita, think things will be better than they were when you were using Google.
Why?
Like when you're using AI, when you want to maybe make a document or maybe you want to search on something, you get all the full detailed information.
You get what you want.
But when you are Googling something, you have to, it's usually from different sites so that you get that information. So AI is like giving us future, like hope of how the future will look like, because it literally gives you everything you need. You know, sometimes Google is inadequate. You know that.
Yeah.
Like Google is not, like right now. I don't think many people trust it, but it will reach a point where AI will be better than it. Like Google doesn't give you fully, completely what you need. There's some things you can search in Google, but you don't get.
And that's true.
And before it was Wikipedia. Before Google there was Wikipedia.
And you actually trust.
And Wikipedia now is in Google. Like Google uses Wikipedia for information.
Yeah, now sometimes in not drawing information from Wikipedia. I mean, I think a deal when you make on Wikipedia, like, yeah, they can get like Google can draw information from it, blah blah blah. So like AI is here. You know, see uongo. AI ina happen. I mean, hata kama tuko in this. Okay, landlord continue go away from the system. So continue go away from technology advancements to it. Okay, but I'm saying, being that said for Kenya, I mean, AI zenye ziko ni AI zenye ziko marketed, si ndio? AI zenye ziko monitored, AI zenye wameweka hapo nje, vitu kama ChatGPT, vitu kama some features za Gemini, vitu kama Apple Intelligence, kama uko na iPhone, unaona kama kuna iPhone 15 Pro and above, and the latest iPhone 16. Chatbot pia kuna AI driven chatbot, si ndio? So kuna hii state sasa, like hizi AI ziko hapo hivyo zina creep into the world, unaona? So vile zina creep into the world, sisi ndio tunaweza umia actually, because tutakuwa very late adopters, unaona? Na kumaanisha sisi ndio tutakuwa the market most of the time, unaona? Unajua kukua market si nzuri for a country. I mean, zingine ni za wasaidia, because kama nyinyi ni market, let's say kama nyinyi ni market ya Starlink for example, Starlink, I mean kuna internet in your, mko na internet, so ndio kama kuna internet mko free, like mnaweza kapata hizi online activities zenye most of them pay, so ndio, na pia kuna quick access to information, so ndio kumaanisha itakikikam hiyo ni fit, like the best thing that can happen, so ndio. Lakini sasa, don't you find it awkward and weird that these countries, they go so possessive of AI that hadi zinafika at a point wenye like hazishare like AI chips to other countries because they are afraid of some other like some of these countries wanatumia the AI for military training and the intelligence training. Like kuna hii news ya US waliambia Nvidia is currently the second most powerful company in the world. Kuna market cap ya I think 3.4 trillion US dollars. Yeah. So iliambia Nvidia kuna these powerful chips called H100, Nvidia H100 chips. These are AI chips, no, lakini US iliambia Nvidia that ship these chips to China. Imagine that, because they're afraid because of military blah blah blah. So usina feel hii geopolitical nini, like AI kuna vile could bring some geopolitical instability, right?
Yeah. I think for us to really talk about, let me call it, okay, for lack of a better term, I think historically we call it social stratification. Yeah, but and for us to really understand that gap that exists between these these two, or let's say these two worlds, because the truth be told, we are going to be more of consumers than the producers, and we have to understand that the world has gone through revolutions. At the same time, we've gone through civilizations. Okay, historically, we are told that the first revolution we went through is the agrarian revolution, and see how agrarian revolution crept into our world. Okay, there was land. Okay, Then some people, let's say from the emergence of species, when we came from Homo erectus, then we came to Homo sapiens. Okay. Now we began existing in bands, communities. Okay, we were hunters and gatherers. With time, we became more and more civilized, and our brains, maybe we advanced. Then we realized, okay, let us now put ourselves into families, put ourselves into communities. Then within the communities, a given group of people understood that the next commodity that is going to be more important than all the rest is going to be land. And these people, they took that opportunity. Then they grabbed the lands. And so those who are sleeping at that time, what happened to them? They were pushed into what? Into squatters. Yeah. Now after that, we came to what is called Industrial Revolution. Okay. They built the machineries, they did all that, and then those who are sleeping, okay, what happened to them? They became workers in those what? In those industries and the coal mining. But those who were alert at that time, they grabbed this opportunity. And now after that, we came to another revolution, which we can now call the information technology era. Okay. I know for people who are advanced in history, they understand there are more and more. We have the telecommunication and all that. But now see this. What really happens is that this theory, this biological term that says survival of the fittest, and my friend Vosiagar, he says that it is not the best of the species that really survive. But those that survive are those who are more adaptable to what? To changes.
Okay.
Truth be told, the world is going through a change.
Yeah.
A technological change. This is a change that is going to, it's like none other. This has never happened before.
Yeah. Like an AI to fire.
We can, a new invention, like no record exists of AI. We can talk of fire, then we say Prometheus brought fire to mankind, yes.
But where did
but where did technology come from? We may just say, it began from maybe China, Charles Habakkuk, his Habakkuk, it came. But the truth is, we don't really understand how it came to be. To a level, we may trace how it came to be. But we have to be alert. Those who are going to survive in the coming times are those people who understand that the world is going through a new what? A new revolution. And those who are going to survive are those who take charge of the what? Of the opportunities that are presented. Most companies have already understood that, and they are shifting their investments to what? To technology and the AI.
Those are like, some of them have very good voices.
Very demo.
Yeah, like the Gemini Live, there's a voice called Asa. It's a perfect voice.
So say I'm doing on my phone.
No, it's not really. So AI is here.
And it's here to stay.
Yeah, it's here to stay.
And it's going to change things.
Once you're doing a medical course, if I'm right with my data, with my information, right? Are you afraid that AI might or can take your job later if you are like 30 years into your medical career? Like that's like, I'm talking 2050 here.
Yeah, definitely, because where we are heading, like, it's showing us how AI can command everything. Like I said, once you have information, you can own the world. So if AI can command most of this, it can take the work of a human, most of this medical system. So it means like our human input or labor won't be needed. Like if AI can be able to put in, we used to use record books to put in patient data, patient information and everything. AI already has information that rules out the work of the guy who's recording, the receptionist, the secretary, and whoever is there. You can just go to your AI system, check in your records, your history and everything. And you can be able to track. Also, when AI is integrated into these theaters and these, what are they called?
yeah, ma CT scans, ma MRIs. Yeah, because well kuna statistics zinasema kuna like currently AI is na read hizo CT scans perfectly than the current radiologists wenye wako. And imagine it's in 2024.
Yeah.
And we're afraid of AI. I mean, when you're expert, right, in your line of work, you'll be an expert later. Because, well, AI hata kama ina record success currently, do you think AI, like, mtu anaweza ka fully trust AI iweze kumdiagnose na prescribe medications to that person, na mtu ata trust fully? As unajua pia trust is very key in medication because of placebo. Yeah. So imagine sasa wewe, you're the doctor talking to a patient, right? And then so that patient pia like kama kona another like akona chance like akona another chance anaweza ka talk to an AI system na prescribe. Unadhani ata trust the doctor ama the AI system? Unadhani hii inaweza kuwa an effect to AI later, because like if we don't trust the AI haita grow, but if we trust the AI we haita grow.
We don't trust
the AI haita grow because itapata systems ziko hapo nje. But if the patient trusts the AI, because according to you AI ni threat, wewe hauta kuwa na kazi.
Sasa unajua like ile inception yenye tumekuwa nayo over the years about tech, tumekiwa like it's something big now. Hata we computers were introduced to reason work and all this stuff. So most definitely people will trust AI. Because AI, like there's this level of, there's the way like as Africans we've been able to trust the Western culture, like there's how we have been able to trust what they have been doing, what they've been introducing to us. Definitely people will trust the AI because of how the African like mentality towards the European nations or the Western culture. We believe that most of the things we have now are as a result of the Western culture. The technology we have now is them that brought to us. The computer system, even this AI we are talking about, it's because of them. So for us, we're like underdogs.
Okay.
We're like beneficiaries. We're also like a market. So anything they bring to us, we have to trust it.
So should I trust blindly?
Yeah.
Okay, so kwa history kuna wakati nye weaving machines zimeanza kutoka nje, unaona. Na chiki kuna wakati watu kunga na make money like wana make money by wakiweave macheki. So bila hizi weaving machines will come out, kuna some people currently they are calling the ludets because apparently they were led na a person called lad ama lud whatever. So these people, they went ahead waliharibu hizi weaving machines. Actually it's a novel written by a guy, Brian Merchant, called Blood in the Machine. Walienda karibu hizi weaving machines, unaona. Their point of argument ni like these machines zilikuwa there to take their jobs, unaona. And since they ziko hapa to take their jobs, wao watakuwa render jobless, unacheki. Ukiwa render jobless, you are crushing the human race, unacheki. And I'm afraid wakati AI itakuwa so advanced, human beings wanataka end up wakuwe hivi, unacheki. Because currently kuna Xiaomi factory yenye iko run fully by automated machinery, automated machines, unacheki. Na Xiaomi is a big company, sasa wanaunda electric vehicles na we know Xiaomi phones, ndio. So and hii konga like something like an experiment gone right, unacheki. Meaning this is something yenye tunaenda kwanza kuiona most of these times, unaona. Ukiangalia kuna hii wave ya 2023 ya layoffs, wasi wengi walivutwa kazi. It's kitu like Google moved like couple of thousands, Microsoft, Apple, I don't nashtuka, I mean Apple like, yeah, Apple like, but Tesla, imagine. So just so scary, and that's not enough because kuna wakati inakuja tunaweza ka feel like the luddites, unaona, na like tunaweza ka feel like the luddites when your weaving machine imekuwa placed mbele yao. So una justify luddites nini action against weaving machinery using AI sasa this time, so using weaving machinery.
Actually, there's something that I came to realize about change. Okay, there are people who are scared, the fear of the unknown, what the future really holds. Yeah, you know, because you're used to this lifestyle, but you're scared of what is going to come next. Yeah, somebody has told you that from today henceforth, or you are used to this kind of lifestyle, but I want you to leave this and come and do this other one. We are very scared. Actually, it's one reason why even in the world, most relationships, people are in very daunting relationships and haunting situations. But because they fear, you know, how am I going to live without this person? How am I going to survive when this happens? Okay, so I'm not really for the Luddites, or the Luddites. One thing I've realized across history is that when a change happens, there is a way in which the creator of the universe balances things.
Okay.
Yeah, the world must always come to a point where it is stabilized. Okay. No matter what happens, you know, that's Luddites. For me, I saw it like 3 years ago, back at Beta. Yeah, when I was at Mbita, they introduced the ferries and water bars and all that, and people are like, no, you're going to lay us off from our jobs, which is reasonable because there is someone who has been doing that single job for over 40 years, and now you want to lay me off my job, bro. How am I going to survive? You know, so we have to understand that happens. That's why the changes always come in bits. You know, yeah, it's not. We are not just being bombarded like today you are laid off from your work. The fear must come first.
Yeah, that's true.
You have to understand. Well, I think I may be laid off. So if you are really going to if you are really facing that if you are really in such a situation, what you need to do is to start as fast as possible. What am I going to do? Because when one window, oh boy, no, not window. When one door closes, another opens. And even if the next door do not open, there is a window somewhere. And if the windows are also closed, we have the ventilation mode. Yeah. So to the people who are scared of what might happen with the inception of AI, there's something I need them to understand, that we are going to be on the receiving end. That means we are going to be thwarted. We are going to be used. What if we turn the tables and be on the production end? With the coming of AI, there is also coming of what? Of opportunities.
Yeah. And productivity.
Yeah, and productivity. Yeah. You just switch your focus. If you are used to kuuza mtumba kwa nini na siku hizi watu wanaifanya TikTok, adapt to that. If you can't adapt to that, then find someone who adapts to what? To that. Employ this person to do it on your behalf. And if that can't really happen, okay, the big tech companies, they are called the fudge. That is Facebook, Amazon, Google, and E stands for? Yeah, the next one. You'll realize that when it comes to technology, it's not about the degree you have. No, it's not about the degree you have. It's about the skill.
Yeah.
If you've honed your skill for years and years, it doesn't matter whether you went to Harvard, whether you went to JQuat, whether you went to Ochotodong secondary or what. That doesn't really matter. What really matters is, do you have the skill? You remember the story of Snowden?
No, I don't.
Okay. Snowden is one person that the National Intelligence Service, not National Intelligence Service, National Security Agency, NSA, the US. NIS ni ya Kenya, right?
NIS?
National Intelligence ya Kenya.
Nilitaka kuingia hapo after Form 4. Yeah, but so you realize that this person worked for the government of United States, and people were like, how comes this person worked for us all for I think over 4 years, and yet hakuwa na a degree. Yeah, just finish your course. If you realize that you are going to be out of market, we have data science, we have YouTube and all that. Just go study about what, because these courses are nowadays free, so that you find a way of changing with the changing times. Yeah, the truth is it's going to lay people off, and people are going, not just today. Other nations have already, tunakumbuka there were already demonstrations about artificial
Yeah.
Intelligence. Yeah. It has already happened.
Yeah.
Ni venye sasa inakuja in bits.
Where it's coming.
Yeah. But whoever controls nature, that is God, knows how to what? Balance things,
Yeah.
We are not going to be extinct. Because in the 20th century, what was the greatest fear of mankind? The nuclear.
Oh yeah, nuclear.
Yeah, because after we realized that Hiroshima imegongwa, Nagasaki imegongwa, it means and countries are making more and more weapons, atomic weapons. What we feared so much that maybe after Africa millennium, we are going to destroy the whole one. But see how life has been controlled. Now our next fear is what?
AI.
Yeah, it will also come to pass.
But kuna mali niliona human beings, like our greatest ability is the ability to adapt to change. Yeah. Because kama hiyo haingekuwa like set ni kunga tusha so because that's what nature is. It changes, na the one that adapts fast and easily, you know, the strongest. Yeah. Kumaanisha sasa tukiamua kukua like sisi to adjust to what's currently going on in the world, kumaanisha like itafika wakati tutachujwa from the universe, from the world. Na kuchujwa si lazima ukufa, but to it happens, you know. So like
Mingi watajinyonga.
Yeah, like mtakula tu kazi tu mtateta, like ishachukua watu watatrust AI more than you, so takona kitu mtaweza kufanya, si ndio? So like summing up our last question, you can think about it anyway. Unadhani hii AI age inaweza kuwa likened to fire? Like fire was the greatest thing that happened to mankind. Yeah, so nadhani AI can be like the greatest thing that happened to modern mankind.
Yeah, you can be fire, but you need to be water.
No, siende huko. What tunaweza kusema, let's say in the justice system, because we say kuna some AI regulation laws zinaanza kupitishwa zenye zita constrict AI cases and this AI companies. Like there's not like angalia the benefits of fire, what fire brought to the world. Okay. I think kuna engine kama fire haingekuwa first. Na engine revolutionized the whole world. Like the world because are any different. So then AI itakuwa hivyo.
Yeah, zitakuwa likened to fire.
Like 100 years later, look back to 2024 utaona 2024 iko like so archaic, so outdated.
True, because at one point just we had Yahoo. Yahoo is no longer like who uses Yahoo nowadays. We had Facebook. As much as Zooks is trying to like work on making it better or trying to fix in a few things here and there to maybe the part of monetization and stuff. Still AI, there's a time saying if AI will be a kid.
Yeah, like I'm saying, like will AI itakuwa na effect yenye fire had to mankind.
To continue being better.
So itakuwa na effect ya fire.
Itakuwa na effect.
Inaonyesha umepatia ni kubwa, si ndio? Like I mean,
but ni kitu iko because it will move. It's like the internet. There's no time I think the internet itakuja elapse. Itaendelea tu with time.
Okay.
That's why it got in the edge of AI. AI na internet like ni kitu bado ina develop. Without the internet bado would still be like you'd still be in the dark world. We wouldn't.
That's true.
To manage.
Yeah, internet is perfect. So then AI and fire.
Truth be told, yeah. If at all fire was invented by mankind, then AI will be like fire. Yeah. It has its upsides and downsides. Yeah. Which we will see with time. Already we are seeing some. You know, for instance, there was a great manipulation in the United States elections. Okay, I know they're still electing until 5th, but there was a manipulation where unapata someone like there are these celebrities. Who endorsed. Yeah, she endorsed Kamala, but then the AI generator endorsed you, Trump. So this misinformation, which is normal. That's normal. You know, we live with people. You know, it's like the how do you call this Chinese yin yang? Yeah, it's like the yin yang. We have white and black, so it depends on how you're looking at it. Yeah.
So, yeah, okay, from our understanding, we see AI in fire. Because ukiangalia fire, when used correctly, it provides warmth, heat, light, and it runs our engines, right? Lakini pia ukitumia moto vibaya, ina lead to these bonfires zina burn Australia to the ground. Australia forest, right? Zina burn Australia forest to the ground. Na fire destroy a lot of things. So actually I think AI inaweza kuwa hivyo. And I think that hata tuna point our finger to the wrong side, because I think fire was a great thing, but what man did with fire, it come with that greatness, like man come up with an engine, so man was great because he used fire to come up with engines and to smelt metal. But man light a home to fire, that man is evil. AI ni great, but only when used wisely. Ukitumia AI vibaya for, like, let's say, military raids and some other intelligence and acquiring other people's private information, that's awful, and I mean, if it happens, but imagine sasa umetumia AI to increase productivity, na come up with new ideas, to summarize some stuff in your unahitaji to summarize and increase nafanya, like save a lot of time. That's beneficial. Leo dunia itaenda iko vizuri. So that's our take of AI. So AI si mbaya, men ndio wanazaitumia vibaya. Kumaanisha nikisema men namaanisha kila ama 2024 hapa kusema they them ishi. Kuna watu wana identify as animals. Anyway, so AI si mbaya, but human ndio since ndio tutaipatia the definition anyway, because tunaweza kaitumia vibaya kumaanisha nitakuwa na CV chafu, na obviously tutakuwa in AI kwamba, lakini in the sense man ndio mbaya, but tukitumia vizuri itakuwa the greatest thing that happened to us. So kuna anything you carap up on AI na kuambia hawa Kenya, like na any other person who on the internet asishtuke? I mean, asishtuke na AI. I mean, it's here to stay, so we have to embrace it.
That's how you start.
Okay, start to finish. Okay, so concerning artificial intelligence, it is for me, I take computer science, and one field that I really love is artificial intelligence and computer.
You're jobless. AI and create very good lines of code.
Yeah, that's me. But one thing we have to understand: the greatest power that mankind has is creativity.
Okay.
Yeah. AI it does things in line to what to whatever data we fed it onto.
Unless it can be more creative.
It can never be more creative, because one thing we have to know about creativity is that we have to connect our minds to. We have to have what I call cosmic consciousness with an extraterrestrial being. That's where creativity comes from.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Talk of any great scientist, and what they say is they always tell you that it is all about an enlightenment, a connection with one, nature, and the power above. Talk of Isaac Newton. Isaac Newton is one of the pioneers of what is now called eschatology.
If you know Isaac Newton alikuwa diagnosed na mental disorder.
Normal. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, because it's normal, and the actually, okay, even Nikola Tesla, he had the same. All these people were called weird, but now these were people who had a sort of what I'll call an enlightenment, a cosmic consciousness. Okay. So that is something that an artificial intelligence can know how to grow. And let me tell you something, guys, this is very, very important. Years and years we've tried as human beings to be creative as God. We create our own things, we give them life, and we have a chance through artificial intelligence. We can, we can make something to be. I would say we are like God. No, I would say that
we are like
in His image.
Yeah, we are created in His image, and then there is this person, I think a scientist, so he died around 2008. I'll say the just one name is called Luke. He said that a sufficiently developed physics theory brings us closer to divinity. Yeah, it gives us that power to be closer to God. Yeah, so AI is the best thing to happen to us.
Okay, my views on AI would be AI is the future. Like internet, of course, we started from internet, and AI is also taking over. And like with AI, life is going to be much simpler and also a bit like difficult. From what we talked about AI being in like a fire, when you use it correctly, it enhances the best results. If you use it wrongly, it will be dangerous.
Okay.
And also like I was trying to think, since we are in a time where internet is controlling everything, we shouldn't reach at a point where we allow it to control us. We should be able to, should be able to balance out, because we can be so inclined in it such that maybe it brainwashes us at some point. Yeah, so we need to balance, and that's also another part about AI being a fire. Yeah, we should like not, we should be able to control it, should not control us.
Okay.
Yeah, our minds are very smart. Among the highest beings in this world.
Yeah, the funny
The
thing.
kingdom of Himalaya.
The funny thing is, well, AI's genders were created, that's why like they were created in the image of man. Because well, the humanoid robots and humanoid. So yeah, once in a while when AIs were great na zimeanza create scriptures on their own, and like well, they were created in the image, consciousness and likeness of mankind. But well guys, that's our take on artificial intelligence that's currently colonizing the world. So you can tell us what you think about artificial intelligence. Besides, you can remember to like, subscribe, hit that like, subscribe and comment on WeTalk podcast, where you'll be able to acquire more videos like this, where we talk about everything, everywhere, all at once.